thanks for speaking to us at ET Now. Let me first begin by talking about, the uncomfortable issue of IT layoffs. That has been a big cause of concern. Just yesterday, the big veteran from the industry, Narayana Murthy, did say that top officials of various companies should look at salary cuts. Do you believe that is perhaps a workable option to deal with the current situation in the IT sector?
Well, I think, ultimately here the decision has to be of the companies themselves. What Mr. Murthy is doing is, as a senior veteran of the industry, some moral suasion. That look, instead of cutting jobs, cut maybe the salaries a bit. That's just a possible solution, but it is ultimately something that the industry has to decide upon on its own.
But how big a worry or a concern is the current situation in the IT sector, the IT layoffs that we are seeing, and do you believe that situation will ease going forward, and what kind of steps should the companies really take?
Look, one of the things we need to also come to grips with is, in aggregate, how the IT jobs are doing, and at least going by an article that appeared just 2 or 3 days ago by Mr. Saurabh Srivastav, who heads the NESCOM. In aggregate, jobs in IT actually have been rising. He mentioned some 600,000 or 6 lakh additional jobs in, I think, the last 3 years, but you need to check his article. Now, of course, jobs for us, not just in any specific sector, but as a national policy makers, our concern is with the jobs in the economy as a whole. Every sector is important, and we need to also bring up new sectors which can create much more jobs. And I've been talking about clothing industry, where for 35 crore rupees you can create 2,200 jobs by by an account given by one of the leaders in this particular sector. I think we need to do things like that. So in aggregate, we need to create good jobs that pay well. Also jobs for people who don't have the IT kind of skills, right? So IT is a special sector. It employs mostly skilled, labor-intensive sectors. It's a very important sector for our economy, no question about it. It's very important for for growth and all. But from jobs point of view, you also need to worry about the jobs that are for low-skilled or unskilled workers.
You're looking at an employment index. How will that work out? How soon can we expect the employment index? Just one more. Okay, then one question on Air India, because that's really just yesterday we saw one very important meeting that took place in Finance Ministry. You did what kind of recommendations has the Niti Aayog given for any sort of stake sale in Air India, and will it really find takers given the fact that the debt levels are so huge?
I do expect that we'll have takers. It is a national carrier, and it has a huge reputation. It has also a lot of very coveted international routes, meaning the under bilateral agreements and all. So I see no reason why there will not be enough takers of it.
But the debt levels are really huge for the
I think that's an issue which the government will need to consider. But discussions are happening in the government on those.
Many thanks for speaking to us, sir.
Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/ETNow, and don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at ETNowLive. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/ETNow.